Hey, what's going on YouTube? Black Bear Hunter coming at you again, and we're here to talk about Cross Quarter Days by DC Brau, located in Washington, DC. This is a barrel aged stout, a collaboration stout actually between DC Brau and Jameson. This is actually aged in Jameson. So it comes in at 8.6% ABV, 65 IBUs, and yeah, I mean, like, the name has a little significance. Cross quarter days was like the midpoint between solstice and equinox, right? It's like part of the Celtic calendar, and so it signaled the middle season, right? Like between like winter and fall, or winter and summer. So basically, yeah, cross quarter days. And so with that being said, this beer in particular was made, like I said, by DC Brau, for a specialty event held like in like 2018. I think it was at the GABF in Denver. But it also premiered somewhere else specifically for Jameson. What was the event? Maybe it just was GABF, and I want to say that there was like maybe 20 breweries, somewhere between 15 to 20 breweries, and they all made different different stouts or different beers that basically were aged in Jameson, right? And I think they made two, because I think I did a review on one, which was like Own Your Cow. I forgot what it was, but it also was aged in Jameson. It was actually really great. It was a really good beer, and it made me. And actually, it was like I bought Cross Quarter Days, and I bought the other beer, I bought the other beer, and I skipped the Cross Quarter Days, and then after I had the other beer, then I had to come back and try Cross Quarter Days, basically to just talk about it online with you. But like I said, I bought a few Cross Quarter Days, bought a few Own Your Cow. But it was a limited brew, like it's limited. There wasn't really many of these distributed. It should have been. But at the end of the day, it's a very tasty brew. So here we are today to talk about it. And so, like, if you go to their website, you'll hear that it's across like a black or very dark brown beer, dark brown stout, whatever. And it kind of is representative of what the beer's named for. Like, it's like in between, right? And so it's a merger between like an American stout and a Belgian, fruit cake and Dutch chocolate, cherry cordial and peach compote, a mixture of flavors and aromas, and then topped off with a whiskey barrel. So with that being said, Cross Quarter Days. So with that being said, you already know what I want to do. I want to crack this bad boy and see what they talking about. So, get a nice little pour in that, and if you notice, it is like a brown, but it has like a mahogany hue. And when you look at that head, nice like tight bubbles and stuff on the head, nice like tight little bubbles. Not a real aggressive head, but a good head. Nice mocha color. Oh man, I can smell it from here. Whew. But mocha color, and you can see that it's settling, like, but pretty good lacing. You see that? So good lacing, nice dark and black in the glass. Once it's actually nice, all settled and poured in the glass, sitting there waiting, giving you delicious stares. But it looks pretty nice. It's a good looking beer, and it smells actually really good. So aroma wise, like from here, I can just smell like the chocolate. Yeah, like dark chocolate. You definitely can smell whiskey. Oh, you definitely smell like cherry. Oh, it smells so good. Like it really smells really, really, really good. So, with that being said, YouTube, the only thing to talk about is the taste, right? And so, cheers, YouTube. Ready to take one for the team. Mmm. Mmm. Man, that drink. Ooh, like, kind of like chocolate syrup. Not like syrupy feel wise, but it tastes like because of like it's chocolate with like those cherries, those cherry notes. Like what you actually smell in the beer, you're definitely getting a little bit of coffee, a little cocoa, some vanilla. Like the aromas that you get when you pop the beer, you definitely can taste it when you drink it, right? Only thing I'm not getting, you do get it a bit, but like the Jameson. But it tastes like the Jameson was used to smooth it out. Because like at 65 IBUs, you would get like the chocolate would be a little bit more dark and it's bittering on the back end, but it's definitely there is no bitter. It's really smooth and rounded. It's kind of oaky though at the same time. Like you get like a oak delivery on the back end. Like now that I'm talking, you're tasting like oak. It's kind of dry on the back end, but like I said, it's still like sweet with vanilla and coffee. Um, yeah, I mean, like you get the characteristics, and I think as it warms up, you're going to get a little bit more. Um, like, like I said, I bought a few and I cracked one just to taste it before we could talk about it, and I guess the other one was a little bit more warm, and so it was like you got like some black tea and a little bit of char, some currants, and I think that's what I kind of taste instead of like just cherry, but it tastes like there was another fruit in that mix, but definitely like some currants. Um, yeah, and I mean, like I said, that oaky flavor with the Jameson in the back end, a little cigar, um, some fig. Like it's, oh, they did a really good job with this. DC Brau, oh wow. Mm, they should keep this in their stable. So if you hear me, DC Brau, keep this in your stable, bro. So at the end of the day, like like I say, it's kind of like an American stout, kind of like a Belgian stout, maybe like a dry Irish, but it's not too big, not too hoppy, um, kind of American, um, not too sweet. I mean, yo, it's got a little bit of everything. Like I said, cross quarter days, Belgian calendar. I mean, Celtic calendar in between. Like this is a little bit of everything. Surprisingly, and they said that that was going to be the characteristic, and that's what you're getting here. Mouthfeel wise, extremely creamy, nice and silky. Um, has a really good body, medium body, decent carbonation, not too carbonated, not like it's not flat or no carbonation. Um, yeah, I mean like that creamy vanilla and chocolate, like, and then like I said, you know, I don't know if that with wow, that Jameson is it, like at first, like I said, now it's warming up. You're getting more Jameson out of it. And like I said, this little cigar-ish, that cigar like notes in there. He did a good job. Like I said, the mouthfeel is really great. It feels like a real quality stout, right? Black Beer Hunter. Love stouts. So at the end of the day, yeah, it feels like it's like nice, and even though this is probably about like 2 or 3 years old now. You know, since they made it, plus the 2 years, like I think like it's a premiere 2018. Yeah, it's about 3 years old. So at the end of the day, but it still tastes fresh. And I don't know if it's from the aging, but at the end of the day, it totally it's aging well. Which the reason why, and I was surprised about it, but that it aged really well, tastes really great. Gosh, they did a really great job with these beers that they made for Jameson. Overall, it's damn complex. It's actually, like I said, it's aging really well. Easy to enjoy. I really like this beer. Extremely balanced, extremely drinkable. That cigar flavor, the whiskey, the oak, the currants, the cherry, you can just go on and on and on and on. The vanilla, the coffee, like it has a little bit of everything going on in certain characteristics. How they were able to retain these characteristics, and like I said, it's in between several different beer types and styles. I have to classify it as a other because it's you can't say it's just one. And so with that being said, you have to try it. You have to if you can find it, it's in your area. You can check in DC and see if you can get it. Maybe contact the brewery because I knew that they had some in the brewery available. People bought it. There was a lot of people that bought it, and initially now, especially now that it's the quarantine times, they definitely have it. So with that being said, check it out. Get in with that smoky oak and whiskey. Like I'm ready to break out a cigar. Who got a fucking cigar? Like, yeah, literally, break out the Escot in the cigar. No, the cummerbund in the cigar. Yeah, with the Escot. But at the end of the day, the beer is aging well. The Jameson put in work on this. They did a real great job. They've actually been jumping into the beer market, and they've jumped in with both feet, and they're doing a good job. And this is one of the good jobs. Like now, I definitely would love to taste the other beers that was at GABF, that were actually using like Jameson to age their beers. So with that being said, YouTube, like I said before I thought I was gonna get off, find it, check it out, see what you think. Let's talk about it. Hit me up. Let's talk some beer. And yeah, your boy's out. Cheers, YouTube. I'm about to pound this. Peace.